Alright, recording. This is Dominion League, Season 74, Division D5. Today we're playing against arfarfarf. It's a funny name if you ask me. But let's see what's going on here in Game 1. So the only village... Well, flagship is kind of... it's not exactly a village because you have to spend an action to play it and another action to play the card that gives you actions back. What's the hasty card? Duplicate is hasty. That seems okay. Let's see. Sorry. Decided to do an early morning game, so I'm like just waking up. But Town Crier, huh? There's no 5-cost card. I just noticed. Do I want a silver? I probably want a silver. I don't know where this is going. Is there plus buy? I'm not seeing plus buy. Because there's no way to gain more than one province a turn. Where is this going? Could open double Town Crier. Feed him could be worth a lot of points here. Oh, you know what I'm realizing is that the only cantrip is the Townfolk pile. Maybe they're just opening double Town Crier. It's not gonna need to hit big price points. Buys a duplicate, huh? What am I duplicating? I mean, it is the only gains in this kingdom. I'm realizing I don't know. I don't think duplicate works with daimyo. If it does, that's that's very strong. Daimyo is the card you want a lot of. I wouldn't mind gaining multiple things. I'll take a duplicate as well. Not ideal. Like, I can totally imagine the grounds, not the groundskeeper pile, the blacksmith smattering. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think I just want a Town Crier. Think about a daimyo. I kind of want to buy. I think daimyo is the correct pile to start rotating. Pay off one debt sooner. I'd rather just draw the last copper. Do I want... I think I want to rotate away blacksmith. Avoid daimyo. I'm not sure about this duplicate buy. That's definitely not the ideal draw. Doesn't buy anything. Let's see. So I could have 7 money, which is basically just 4 money. And like gain 2 millers. Is there a way to hit 5 here? It doesn't mean I don't play avoid though. And then I add 2 stop cards to the deck. Think about adding elder, but then we take plus 2 coins. Do I want to rotate? I think I just want 2 millers. I still don't have enough to... Well, if I'm buying millers though, guaranteed to find at least 1 money down there. I think I will just buy an elder here. That is unfortunate. The miller was without me skip past the estates. Yeah, this miller is just to help me skip past the estates. I could just copper buy a void. Could also just buy duplicate by daimyo. Warehouse, huh? I'm just gonna take coins. Don't rotate. Unless I can buy one. Unless I can buy a blacksmith this turn. I can actually. But let me see what I draw, right? Because this is 2, 6 money, so I have 1 money plus 2. Miller, huh? Okay, I am gonna rotate. And buy 2 blacksmiths. I'll take a daimyo. Probably just want another daimyo, to be honest. I could just take Elder, buy a void. I think Elder, because yeah, these are gonna get discarded. And just down there is 2 coppers. Not ideal, but I think I can make it work. Because yeah, gaining things is going to be of the utmost importance here. Question is, do I want 2 more elders? Probably not. think I just want our daimyo. I'm gonna click avoid plus daimyo. Just leave all 3 estates in the discard. Daimyo basically turns blacksmith into a double lab. Yeah, I'm very hesitant to take any terminals here. The question is, when do you start scoring? Turn 10. Do you start scoring as soon as you hit 8? I don't think it's unreasonable to imagine I would hit 8 this turn. Buys 1 more duplicate. Buys 2 more So, yeah, what's the game plan? We're buying 2 duplicates. I mean, I could see gaining a bunch of Fiat. That is an interesting interaction with flagship. If you play a flagship, I'm just thinking about flagship mapmaker. You play a flagship at the end of your turn, then your opponent triggers your mapmaker. That counts as playing a card for flagship. I think I will also take the duplicates. And then where am I going with this? Like, I should start gaining things that matter this turn. My big question mark is, Is Fiado worth it? What do you do? Are we just looking for a ridiculous pile out? Okay. Oh, they're gonna gain a bunch of duchies on me, I bet. Like, if I buy one province, they're just gonna buy a bunch of duchies. Don't want to trigger that shuffle either. My duplicate's down there. So if I gain 4 duchies, because otherwise they're gonna have 4 duplicates. They have 7 duplicates. They could, if they play all of them, they would gain all the duchies, and I think there's no way I'm coming back from that. I think I can just buy double avoid. And gain 4 duchies. Yeah. Because that's the risk I run if I don't take duchies there, is that they will gain all of the duchies. This is not a great starting hand for it, though, to replay my duplicates. I think I am basically forcing them to buy duchies this turn for the same reason. Because duplicating one gain cards costing up to 6, so it can't gain you multiple provinces. Yeah. play Miller for... Oh gosh, that's a lot of good cards. Don't want to... Okay, saving it a little bit. I do need the actions. Just feels like I triggered a terrible shuffle, but I should have thought about that harder. Province? Just a province. So if I can play my Town Crier... Oh, so if they don't take the points lead, I just win. Because I can pile Elders. I think Theoda are going to be too slow at this point. And they have, I mean, I guess they have 7 duplicates, so I guess they could, in theory, I don't think it's very likely, but in theory they could play 6 duplicates this turn and buy 7 estates. I guess in theory they could do that for a win. But I don't think they have enough actions to do that. They only have the 2 daimios. Okay, so this is just a win in hand, right? Because I have 2 duplicates, I can just pile Elders. Yeah. Alright. Glad I had that pile out. Alright, game 2. Approaching army. Is there thinning? There's butcher. Is there copper? There's apprentice. Okay, so we've got... Well, none of these are really great at thinning coppers, but... Oh, there's the whole butcher... interaction I'm not the biggest fan of, but... when it says more than it, I believe you can trash butchers... You can use butcher to trash coppers in the scrying pools. I think Silver Clerk looks like the optimal opening. Oh, there's a lot of attacks. The Omen is Tea House. That's probably going to see play. I think Silver Clerk, though. I want to get a Butcher or an Apprentice in the deck. I'm just going to click Silver Clerk and see what happens. But yeah, I think that's the way you want to gain. You want to apprentice your estates and then use butcher on your coppers to gain scrying pools. I think that's the interaction. To gain a card, so one more than it. I'm actually not sure because it's the card change lets you, for example, change would let you do that. I know for the fact that the card change from Rising Suns lets you do that, and I can't remember what the wording of change is and if that's different. I can't remember if it says costing more than it or... There's something about the wording of change though that, like, because remodel, right? You can't turn coppers into scrying pools of remodel, but you can turn coppers into scrying pools of change. So I'm trying to remember where butcher falls into that line. Yeah, I'm not sure about the one. I think either way, I probably want a butcher. I'll buy a clerk. Clerk. I think I'd rather have a butcher in the deck than I could also take Old Witch. Old Witch is not unreasonable either. Curses the opponent. Curses are kind of annoying to get rid of here, unless they buy a Watchtower. Butcher or Old Witch first. Butcher or Old Witch? I'll take Butcher. I think this is just a scheme. Not very interesting, but... Like, I think Throne Room's a bit risky. There's not really good targets for it. I think I just buy a scheme here. Yeah. Even though I kind of want to see if it works here, I think it's better to just trash an estate into something else. Clerk. What did they do to buy another scheme? They did buy a potion. At some point, I'm going to want a potion. What am I buying on this price point? I'm trying to think what's down there of interest. I think there's just like a scheme. There's a scheme, a silver, and a bunch of stuff down there. They already found their... Wow. I think I do need to buy potion at this point. Because I'm going to want more than... Even if this interaction does work, I'm going to want to... Let's see. Scheme, butcher... Do I want anything more than just... Scheme? I don't think I want anything yet. Melee Baron is the only plus buy. Like, I would like to start attacking my opponent. A tea house would be nice. I definitely want to save a coffer, actually, because... If I trash copper, I want to turn it into a scheme. Okay, so that's correct. So I can't actually do the thing I want. It has to do... I think it has to do with the fact it has the exact 1 in it. I think I'm just going to top deck my scheme. Because it doesn't really matter. I definitely think I have enough actions in this deck now to buy a throne room. Do I want to top deck my clerk? Or I just top deck my scheme? The question is, what's the right order to play this? I think I want to play this, and then discard, discard. Oh my gosh. No, because then I have to gain something not useful. I think I just top deck a throne room, or I buy a throne room here. So top deck clerk, top deck my scrying pool, top deck a scheme. I do have an estate still. I have more schemes down there. That's actually helpful. I didn't want to see that potion. I mean, I did, but... I was thinking I need to gain Baron, but actually I have Butcher for gains, so it's not as important. Definitely think I want to get an Old Witch. I'll advise the last two schemes. So I don't know how the schemes split on this one. Wow, that's annoying. Tea House? Old Witch? Like, buy Old Witch, buy Throne Room? There's a chance to go really poorly, though. But I also could just buy a Tea House. I think Old Witch is what I want. Okay. I probably just want another throne room. I think throne room's the card I really want at this point. So I have 5 scheme plays, so I can just go scheme, scheme, scheme. If I want to top deck this clerk, and a scheme. At this point, I can just start setting up my turns. And clerk slows down my opponent by a lot, I feel like. Buys a watchtower. Okay, gains 2 curses. That seems pretty good. Potentially I can gain and play something here. It's like now I can start top decking 2 throne rooms and Old Witch. It's definitely buying a scrying pool. This could be buying Baron. I kind of like that idea, actually. leave this one estate in the deck. Though there are 6 coppers down there, so actually it's very unlikely I'm gonna even see that. I think it's just better to top deck Old Witch to get our Old Witch in the deck. I want a Baron at some point. I'm gonna try to go for the Baron line. Top deck, discard, discard, discard. Okay, that actually worked out very nicely for me. So I'll definitely buy another scrying pool, and well, at this point I just need payload, so probably another butcher. Somehow I need to get rid of these coppers. I could just buy a province, actually. Is a province unreasonable? Yes, I would say so. Probably just like another Old Witch. If I can give them all of the curses. Before they even shuffle. Another butcher does make the most sense. It could also be apprentice to thin these coppers out. I don't need a thin though, because I'm going to have consistency. Old Witch, Tea House. I think we'll just take Butcher. And I have 8 schemes. Definitely top decking that. Oh, I did need to think about this a little harder. And then don't continue. Oh, that's fine. Just top deck a throne room. Gains a bunch of curses. I should be paying. I need to count my throne rooms. Definitely don't want to be throning the... let's see. I can butcher my coppers into throne rooms. Misclicked. All right, and then do I want to throw in this cleric? Probably. They only have the 2 barons. They don't even have any butchers. In case they somehow... Okay. Alright, game 3. Faded card is Animal Fair, huh? Definitely a big... I could totally see a deck in this game where you just play with just Imperial Envoy, Harbor Village, and Artificer. Is it double silver? Is it Enchantress? I don't think I want... Do I want Armory? I want an Artisan as soon as possible, so probably just double silver. I think it's either double silver or a silver Enchantress. I just think the opportunity of hitting 6 is very strong. Hit 5. What's the first 5? Yeah, that's kind of what I think too. Imperial Envoy. Oh yeah, this should be asceticism on 2 estates. See, I don't actually think I want to buy Artisan yet. One, two, three, four, five. So I have an 11 card deck right now. So if I trash 2, I overdraw with Imperial Envoy. Unfortunately, the unfortunate thing is, in this instance, I actually think gold makes some amount of sense. But that might just be out-countered by... Like, I've trashed 2 estates. To buy Harbor Village plus Artificer, I need 11 money. My deck has exactly 11 money. 2 silvers, 7 coppers. And I can't draw at all. And there's a good chance I'm going to draw the Artisan dead. I think it's gold. In this instance, if I found the Imperial Envoy turn 4, that would have been different. I want to try to hit Harbor Village Artificer. This is a very I'm not sure buy. But like if I buy Artisan and I draw it dead, I'm very sad. Like Artisan is the card I really wanted there, but I knew I was gonna draw this Imperial Envoy and I probably would draw it dead, so it's like why would I doesn't seem worth it to buy that. Also Enchanter's about to look real good here too. I imagine he's trying to set up a big asceticism buy. So right now, they can trash 3 cards from hand. Okay, see this is exactly what I was thinking. Unfortunately I bottom deck this estate, but... So this is... What is that bottom card? Oh, it's another silver. So this is 5, 12, 10 money. Harbor Village Artisan. Or Harbor Village Artificer, perhaps, would be... Okay. Fortunate I found the Imperial Envoy on top. Buys an Enchantress. Definitely want to do an asceticism trash here now. This is... I can trash... I can pay off the deck and keep playing. This is 3 cards to trash. See, they don't have any harbor villages, so I'm not sure what they're doing with all the terminals they've got. No, I think just Artificer. They've definitely drawn that Enchantress dead. For sure. So I can top deck an Imperial Envoy. Unfortunately, I bottom decked my 1 village. Do I want to use my Artificer to top deck another harbor village? I really would have liked to gain and play an Enchantress this turn. I guess just 1 more harbor village and an Enchantress now. So this is going to counter if they play an Enchantress against me. Oh, when did they get a second artisan? I did not see that. Turn 8. That was their first artisan. No, they bought 2 artisans in a row? Okay then. I definitely think I want to start playing some barbarians. Harbor Village. Harbor Village. Imperial Envoy, Harbor Village, Artificer, Artificer, let's gain the last Harbor Village. I should have played that better, but that's fine. How many harbor? I don't actually know what that bottom card is. Or no, I know it's a copper. You just want 2 artificers. Animal Fair is active for plus buy, but I think there's plenty of other plus buy and plenty of gains. Top decking what? Discard 5. A Corsair, huh? So they're not playing an Enchantress this turn. I don't know. I think Corsair, honestly, I'd argue Corsair is actually helpful since the silver's out of the deck, and I don't exactly need the silvers because I can choose the order. Like, I feel like I bought that just because of the fact I have a gold in my deck. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the villagers split 5-5. We're gonna trash this one copper. Okay. Let's see. I have one more artificer. Oh, I do have another Imperial Envoy. 1, 2, 3. There's 2. 3. Enchantress. This is an Enchantress, gains an Herbalist. Probably just want to top deck this Harbor Village, perhaps? Buy another Barbarian. Now is the one Imperial Envoy. I'll play this to trash that. Okay, let's take a look to see what I've got here. Might be worth to trash these coppers, but honestly, it might not be. I think I should take provinces at this point. At least one. It cost me 7 money. To trash all 5 coppers. I could buy like a... let's see. What does it take to buy 2 artificers and a province? Did I chain every single harbor village then? I did. Okay. 18. I don't think I'm trashing... like, if I trash 3, that cost me 5. 17, 12... It'd be like another Enchantress. This cost me 10. I could just buy like 2 more Artificers. I think there's more build, like... I'm not worried about a pile out, right? I definitely think I should trash. I think province trash 5 coppers. I can always gain silvers off of my artificers. Because, yeah, I'm exactly terminaled. Right, even artisan could gain me. My goal with the barbarians is to hit the villages, because there are no more villages. I definitely feel like I'm winning this game. In terms of... We're playing Corsair again? I honestly think that's helpful. Like, if I really need more silvers, I can just Artificer gain them or something. Then again, I am kind of overestimating the amount of draw I have, I feel like. I definitely want to discard on one of these Artificers, because all my draw cards are down there. So I'll just gain another Artificer. Just buy 2 provinces. Haven't hit any of their good any of their villages, but so what did I hit? Silver and copper. So they did gain a curse, which is not easy to get rid of in this kingdom. You have to buy aestheticism for it. This is the thing, though. Like, I don't want necessarily need any treasures in this deck. Now, if I do, I can just gain them off of Artificer. Because I think it would be a disaster if I hit, for them, if I hit one of their harbor villages. I mean, I think the only good thing I really hit, well, Enchantress is pretty good. Their Envoy was nice. They had to spend some time regaining that. Herbalist? Why are you gaining Herbalist? Why are you gaining Herbalist? Since when did they have 2 Herbalists? Herbalist is not a good card. It's a terminal silver, like, that has a treasure effect? Oh, they did play an... Oh yeah, they had an Enchantress. Animal... Oh, I guess that makes sense. You're buying Herbalists to gain animal fares. Is it possible I hit triple province this turn? Oh, they have the faded card now, so they have to... Yeah, I guess Artificer. The problem is they have 2 artisans. So they can gain a bunch of... Though in theory, I could trash their duchies. I think I need to be gaining duchies here. So, like, how much money is this? Do I have in hand right now? This is 6 money. So this is 6 money. Um, 12, 15, minus 2, 13. So if I gain province, duchy, I don't think their deck is... They do have an animal fair. I don't think I can actually lower provinces here. I think I need to take a duchy no matter what. So if I buy 2 duchies and a silver, where does that put me points-wise? So they have 2, but they also have a bunch of artificers, but they only have some amount of draw. The fact they have 1 curse is actually quite helpful for me. Province, duchy. How much money did they hit last turn? They would have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 18, 14. Next turn they'll have 18, in theory. Which could do 2 provinces. Oh, I also only have 2 buys. I just noticed that. I think I actually want to buy a copper. Do I want to buy a copper? Do I want this copper buy? Yes? I mean, what difference is that making the money? It's an extra card to discard to Artificer. I don't think I actually need... I think I can just Artificer stuff away if I find the Imperial Envoys first. I think 2 duchies. Final answer. Because if I buy a province, they could double province and gain 2 duchies off of... Yeah. The thing is, even if I massively dud, in theory I could, like, Artificer and gain a duchy or something. They're deciding whether they can Artificer here. I think... I'm not sure. I will say the 1 curse I gave him is actually quite annoying for them to get rid of. Does this work? Sharing a type with it. There is, in theory, the Barbarian could also deduct 2 points from them. If they... Yeah, in theory. If I trash a duchy, they would gain an estate. Discards 5 cards for a duchy. That seems reasonable. They do have quite a lot of draw, which is something I am kind of lacking. Gains a province. So in theory, my deck can double province. This is probably just a win. This is 5, 6. It's actually a pretty smart play. So this is I haven't seen my second barbarian yet. Right, I have another barbarian down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'm gonna barely have it. Yeah, there we go. All right. Yeah, I think that was a definitely I was ahead. I think that one curse, I don't know, maybe didn't help. I don't think the Corsairs were the right choice. I think the opportunity cost of barbarians almost hitting the opportunity of barbarians hitting Harbor Village, I think was really strong, even though it didn't happen. If it did happen, I think the game would have highly swung in my favor, since those were the only villages. Alright, recording. This is resuming my match against arfarfarf. This is game 4. Alright, what are we seeing here today? Player 1. Plan. ride. Footpad. Ooh, footpad. Okay. So I see footpad and I see quartermaster, which probably means that's what you're doing. You're gonna want to just... So quartermaster is effectively hireling. And let's see what's going on here. Rice looks pretty good. You can have 1, 2, 3, 4 types. Potentially 5, but probably not, because you're probably not playing trader. First 5's got to be quartermaster, I would think. Looks like rope silver is going to get me there. I'm going to get some trashing done. I'm going to hit 5. And yeah, I don't have the 3 first, I can't do plan. That's okay. I can certainly play in courier or something like that. Courier could be good, actually. It would be a way to play your quartermasters early. Like, imagine you found... Like, imagine you open courier silver. Turn 3, you see silver and 3 coppers in, like, an estate. You buy quartermaster. And then you play courier on turn 4. So, like... You buy courier turn 4. How did they hit? Oh, I see. That their turn 3 was a shuffle. I think I'm just gonna take one more rope. Do I? A deck with a bunch of couriers in it could be quite strong. I think right now I just want another rope, though. I'll take a courier of my own. Hopefully I don't bottom deck the quartermaster. Okay, good. Buy another quartermaster. I think I'm gonna gain, but what am I gaining? I think the courier deck is kind of prone to being really over terminaled here. Well, I guess you do have crown. In theory, well, and I guess. Yeah, you got mastermind, huh? I don't think it's. Is it worth taking estates already? Courier is kind of the only, like, non-terminal. It's terminal, but it's... I do really like the idea of mastermind on courier. I also don't think I want to let them monolithically get that pile. I'll take a courier of my own then. Buy one more quartermaster. Moving plan. The innkeeper pile. Okay, we're definitely... Ooh, this is actually not good. Didn't realize my courier... I had one courier and I bottom decked. I think I'm just buying crown at this point. How many cards did I discard? Yeah, this is not ideal, actually. The way this lined up, definitely not ideal. Do I trash this courier? I think I trashed this courier, honestly. It's not doing me any good, really. If we just don't trash, I'll trash a copper. And then, like, gain a state. Ah, that's exactly what I wanted to avoid. One more rope. Okay. I think I'm just gonna gain estates, honestly. Could actually take a courier. Okay, that's fine. Crown? Could be rice, honestly. Can we just like ride crown? That's a pretty lucky draw. Honestly, just gonna gain estates. We'll play that. Guess I'll play that. Quartermaster. Rice. Plus something. Rice. Definitely makes a lot of sense here. I don't think I need plant at this point. So, do I want a silver? No, I'm just gonna ride. Do I want to... I definitely should buy a footpad at some point. Buys another mastermind. I'm just not sure what mastermind is doing for them. I mean, I guess you can play crown on it, but they don't have crown. You can play horse on it, but I'm just going to start rushing down piles at this point because I have a points lead. So I'm just gonna keep gaining my estates. I really want to use... Honestly, I think the courier dies. Like, I really want to double play the rice. Okay, 15. Footpad plus rice, I think, is 12. Plus another horse. Footpad. One more rice. And ride. Definitely want to trash my courier, but then I'm going to start setting aside all of them. Gains an innkeeper. Because yeah, I'm just going to start lowering piles. I don't agree with the whole... Courier is an okay card, but it's very RNG dependent. And I feel like every time I play with it, it interacts very awkwardly with shuffles. I think Quartermaster is definitely the best card here. 2 rices? Is that what you're buying? At this point, I'm just hoping to end the game as quickly as possible. My Quartermaster is basically just hireling that ends the game. Nice 2 rices. Okay, and now what am I getting? Probably just couriers. Innkeepers are probably slightly better, because then I can actually use them for the innkeeper effect. Or just as like non-terminal draw cards. It's going to be courier and innkeeper. Probably worth it to take innkeepers, I would say. Yeah, this courier is going to die. Copper dies? I mean, I can really lower the innkeeper pile this turn. And I have an 8-point lead. I don't think I need the trash. Yeah, I don't think I need the trash. Rice is one of my favorite cards in this game because it's such a fun mini game of. So I can just buy out the innkeepers here and look to do a win next turn. They do have a mastermind. What happens if I just buy 5 innkeepers? They have 2 quartermasters. They'd have to buy. I think I can just end the game here, almost. Well, what if I buy, like, province? 1 province, and then that lets me buy. That leaves me with 13 money. I buy some innkeepers. I think I can be overly cautious here. I think I should be overly cautious. 1 province and 3 innkeeper. Do I want 2 rides? No, I think I just need. It's just this courier thing that, like, doesn't work very well. I don't know. If I have a similar draw this turn, I think I can just win. I think I was being a little overly cautious, though, buying that province. So like province duchy doesn't even catch him up in points. I think this game is over. I think this game is over as soon as I got all the estates. Buys a footpad, buys a rice. Okay, but I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna win this turn. That is definitely a win in hand. All right. Game 5. Yep, game 5. All right, what's going on here? Cabin Boy Church is the opening that jumps out to me. I do see Triumph, which can do some funky stuff. How much plus buy is there in this kingdom? So, I mean, we've got everything we need. Villages. Well, there's a lack of buys, a little bit. But figurine can be buys. Seems like it would be something to do with the church. Like, if once you trash all the cards you need of church, the figurine can discard it for +1. It can be kind of just like a bauble of sorts. Late game Apprentice on Hunting Grounds is a pretty strong interaction to gain a bunch of duchies or estates and pile the game. Progress might get triggered. On 3, I'm definitely taking a church. On 4, Cabin Boy over a silver. If I see it turn 3, I'm quite happy about it. I see it, if it bottom decks or I see it turn 4, I'm not as happy about it. But also church can help me set up to hit 5 or even 6. I think it just is Cabin Boy. I'm gonna click Cabin Boy. It's like a delayed tea house of sorts. On 5-2, I don't know what I would have picked here. I could see tea house. Double church. Well, this is basically the most perfect opening you could have had. I mean, the church could be in the... Well, the church could have been in the turn 3 hand. That would have probably been slightly better, but I cannot complain about seeing both of my buys on top here. That is the risk of double church opening. If I can only trash 1 card, it's probably better to set it aside like this. Because then I'm definitely like almost guaranteed to buy an artisan next turn, I think. Guaranteed, actually. More than guaranteed. Okay, so we'll buy an artisan. Why did I not realize that about church? The wording is The wording of it made me think you had to actually... You had to actually set something aside with church. I don't know why I didn't know that. Buys a bazaar. It does not seem unreasonable. Do I want another church or do I want another cabin boy? I think I'll take one more church. It seems better. Try to start lining them up on opposite turns. Oh, I didn't think about artisan and tea house. Artisan interacts very poorly with progress. So yeah, I'm just gonna set aside like this and then play my artisan and just like top deck like a bazaar. So yeah, the problem with progress plus artisan is that it gains it, but then immediately gets replaced onto my deck. So then I just have to top deck something. I still think it's worth it, but it definitely is worse. Go buy a hunting grounds now. So there is a bazaar and a hunting grounds on top of my deck. I don't think you want two artisans. Especially once progress activates. They say otherwise. I think I set aside 2, buy a silver. Could just be another church, but I think silver looks better. Could definitely use another artisan. Ooh, something to look out for that I'm kind of realizing is if you apprentice to hunting grounds, you gain 6. You could like gain 6 estates and buy triumph to like do something crazy, like gain a bunch of points off of triumph. So that's probably worse than just like double province. Though double province is actually not trivial here. You gotta buy figurine and discard an action to it. Though, like I said, that could probably be just church. Another artisan. I should probably buy that. Well, there's plenty of draw. Like, Hunting Grounds is really strong draw. I definitely want to play a church. So I don't think I need the +5 just yet. I honestly think I just take another artisan, even though it plays poorly with progress. Like, it just seems so strong to gain things here. Yeah, so the Bazaar gets top decked, and then they have to top deck something. Hopefully I can find a Hunting Grounds. Nope. I'll just take a Pilgrim. Right. I just talked about this interaction, and I failed to heat it. I'll just take a Bazaar then and top deck. And just like buy a Hunting Grounds. Maybe there should have been 2 Bazaars over a Pilgrim. I think that should have been 2 Bazaars over a Pilgrim. Didn't play my church last turn. My second artisan is the card down there. Second artisan is the card down there, and I do not want that card to be down there. What if I just like set aside Bazaar Pilgrim? With church. Like, I could just do that. This is still... And then, like, I buy a province this turn or something. Maybe just set aside my church so I can set this up again for next turn. And then, yeah, I definitely have enough money to do this. It could be a tea house. Could be a figurine. Could just be a duchy already. I think a tea house. I could always try to like gain a figurine mid-turn, even though I have to draw into it. It could just be duchies. I could just start taking duchies. Tea house. Province. One, two, three. So I lost the split of bazaars. Apprentice, huh? Oh, they might hit double province here. Like I said, that would be a good use for the churches. You know what the churches are going to be good for? Setting aside the victory cards. Yeah, that's what I'm going to use the churches for. Set aside the victory cards. I think I still trash coppers. And then, like, what if I just gained, like, 2 duchies? I mean, I could just gain 2 duchies here. There's just like a tea house and a figurine. I can start discarding the cabin boy for the plus buy. Yeah, I think duchies on artisans are premature. Yeah, it could be like apprentice. I'll just do like 2 tea houses. And a figurine maybe for next turn. So discard that cabin boy to it. Yeah, I'll just take a figurine. And buy a province. Trashing hunting grounds for duchies, huh? I'm just going to use Apprentice Draw at this point. It seems odd that you would trash your hunting grounds now. I still feel like there's a lot of game to be played here. 3 estates. So you're triumphing this turn? Yeah, that could actually be worth quite a lot. Yeah, they've gained. That's actually worth quite a lot of points. Oh gosh. They're gonna lock me out of Triumph is what they're gonna do. Yeah, this is not, I mean, that's 2, 3, yeah, that's a lot of gains. Oh gosh. But they've kind of like trashed their entire deck though. I definitely think I can gain 18 points this turn. Yeah, I think I have to risk it. Not finding a village next turn. Only 6 money. 7 money. Now I gotta keep the pilgrim for the figurine discard. I feel like their deck has no gas left, though. Like, you trashed 2 of your hunting parties, 3 of your you've trashed all your hunting parties. I mean, like, I just took the points lead here. I think that's it. Yeah, like, I just took the points lead here, so... Do you still have the 3 artisans? But then you can't pile out. With a good draw, I think I can actually win this turn. I could gain both apprentices. Oh, okay, so they're going for it somehow. One province buy would be enough, so they would have to have 13 and gain both apprentices. Well, that might be possible for them. Well, this sure looks like it, because they do have figurine. No, I exactly have it. Well, there you go. A very close game. Alright, game 6. I see. Gang of pickpockets. Definitely want to get a recruiter as soon as possible. So yeah, definitely on 3, buying silver. I think I'll just take poacher here, honestly. I want to get recruiter as soon as possible. 5-2 would just be better here. Recruiter bauble looks pretty good. I do like the idea of carpenter, take all the blessed villages, but recruiter is just that much stronger to start. I am realizing where's the only draw is magnate. Which looks, I mean, just by recruiter. Recruiter is one of the best cards in the game. Do I want to weigh the turtle of it? Probably not. There's a chance I hit 5 again. Would have loved to get a second recruiter. Where is the plus buy? On spices? Spices? Now that I have a recruiter, I think the carpenter makes sense. I'll just gain all the blessed villages and I think I will spend the favor on this hand. The chance of hitting 5 again is pretty high. Receive now. Yep, so now I hit 5 again. Spices or another recruiter? I think one more recruiter. This is definitely Bobble. Swamp's Gift on top of the boon pile is pretty good. Top decking favor, presumably. Oh, they get a loot. Oh, they get a loot. Yeah, they got Bobble and they got the loot. That's pretty good. Definitely want to get me some of those. Fortunately, no. I didn't hit 7 either. I'll just take a Magnate now. Yeah, I need to get those wealthy villages. That turn where I could have gotten it. Yeah, if that Carpenter was a Bobble, I could have gotten it. Presumably you're buying... I would think you would just click Wealthy Village and like Blessed Village here. Hideout. Magnate. Actually, I gotta discard this. I appreciate this in the recruiter down there. Yeah, Hideout would be good to trash these coppers. I'm just gonna take Blessed Village though. Favor. Coin. Do I want a Bobble? A second Bobble? Probably not. I'll take one more. Definitely need the wealthy villages. I need to get loots. They have a sextant in hand, don't they? Yeah. Endless Chalice. It's okay. Oh, another magnate is good. Definitely not going to take. Oh, they're getting to the end of their deck, and I am not. Well. I imagine they're with like 2 wealthy villages. Yeah. Oh my god, and Hammer just does what Carpenter does, but better. I could just turtle all of these. Well, actually, I'll play 1, turtle 2 of them. Favorite top decking? Favorite coin, I think. Doubloons? That's like the worst one. Oh, are you kidding me? Carpenter can always just gain silvers, so I'll just take another Bliss Village. I'll receive it now. I have 2 baubles, so I could definitely need to be buying Wealthy Village, though. I'm going to lose the Wealthy Village split, which might just lose me the game, but we'll see. Yeah, definitely recruit or trash recruit this turn, if possible. Silver. I can see that. That is the thing, I can set up Buying canal. Oh, actually, yeah, buying canal looks pretty good. Yeah, just Carpenter gain me a silver. Favor buy. Coin buy. I don't think I want to buy canal yet. I should have played that as top decking. That's okay. Oh gosh, their hammer is going to be so strong. Hammer can gain duchies now. I definitely misplayed that last. I should have top decked all the treasures. I gotta set aside my magnate. Why did they gain magnate? I mean, I guess they didn't set aside a magnate. Prize goat. Jewels. Carpenter can turn my poacher into a magnate. I don't think it's worth for me buying canal at this point. Which did I gain? Sword, figurehead, orb. Okay. Do I have 7 buys? No, I definitely don't. I definitely need to take a point here. Cool. Buy, favor. I just like 3 provinces. I don't think they're definitely not doing. I will top deck a copper. I mean, maybe they can hit 35. I don't think if they don't win, I think I just... Like, if they don't take... I'm trying to think. If they don't take... If they don't win this turn, then... I think I just... Like, without alternate VP here, I don't see how they can come back from a 30-point gap. I think they have to win this turn. Which I think their only route to winning is taking 5 provinces. I just don't think if they, like, yeah, what lines could they take besides 5 provinces? They pile duchies. Their hammer's certainly got to gain a duchy this turn. I don't know. I think I have this game. If I get another turn, I think I just win. I don't even know how many. I only had 4 buys last turn, though. Presumably into a duchy. Presumably gaining a duchy here. I definitely want to think about if I can gain 7 provinces. That seems pretty doable. The question is, do I then have enough money to do anything? I don't know. It kind of depends on what they end up doing. I don't know why that was such a long think. I think if they take any provinces, though, they're at risk. 2 is definitely not safe. 1 might be safe for them. I don't think I can do 4 provinces. But maybe if I, like... I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure if I can do 4 provinces. So we're just buying a bunch of duchies. We're buying out all the duchies. How does the math work out on that? So if I buy 3 provinces, that does lose to... They probably want to buy estates here. Because then triple province isn't safe against 2 provinces. If I take 4 provinces, though, I think the game is over. Gains another carpenter. Okay, I need to do math here. Oh, I can mill a province. If I can mill a province, how does that change things? Okay, so this is... Let's count this out. 5, 9, 12, 15, 18... 21, 21, 22, 23. So I gotta gain it, right? This is... Let me just be sure I counted this correctly. 5, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, yeah, 23. What happens if I mill a province? I think it's because how did I hit 24 last turn? Oh, it's because my figurehead is out of play. That's why. Is there like a pile out on carpenters or something? I don't think I can pile out on carpenters. If I trashed my like doubloons into a province, that's 3 provinces. I might be locked out of this game. They have a hideout and magnate set up. And they have 2 carpenters. And they have a bunch of loots. How many buys do I have? Could I pile estates? Or wait, how many buys do I have? I could probably pile magnates, I bet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I pile magnates, that's the win. So I just need to like turn my recruiter, right? 9, 10, yeah. If I pile magnate, I can pile magnate and buy 2 provinces. That's 16. Do I have enough money for that? I don't think I have enough money for that. Or I just need to buy an estate. Yeah, I just need 20 money to do that. One, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Yeah, and then this is 20 money. 2 magnates, province, estate. There we go. There we go. Very close game.